I was way too fucking young to be watching porn.
So they say.
I was. I mean,
just can't.
It was
these days.
As weird as this sounds, it was like an older family member who's like showed it to me. But it wasn't like, oh, like look at this. It was like on some like that was the TV in the room at the time. I just happened to be in the room at the time. You know what I mean?
Shouts out to all the kids who's supposed to be like watching your younger siblings and cousins.
You fucking their life up.
And you just
fuck up your subconscious mind.
You know
what I mean? Fuck me up. You know what I mean? Now I'm going to school. I look at girls different. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I ain't even realized that I really, you know, got altered. You know what I'm saying? Like a certain way, but it's all good.
You don't know. You don't know. Okay, so
it turned out alright.
Describe what was this for? What was happening in it?
That's the thing. It was niggas went through like reels. It was like
a compilation.
Nope, I didn't compilate different discs. My nigga.
Oh, y'all just had anthologies in there. We had volumes 1, 2, 300.
That's how it was. I remember the first one. I just remember it being like I was a little I was a young kid. I was a little thrown off. They were different races. I'll say that they weren't like my race. So I was like, it was just kind of interesting to me. I was just paying attention to like the color differences and shit like that. Like that's all I was noticing at first. I'm like, okay, damn, that was kind of weird to me. Cool. Then the next one, I got into it. You know what I'm saying? It was like it's a MILF type situation. So at this point, I'm like, damn, it just was like, I don't know. That might have fucked me up too, because I'm young and it just made me, I don't know, might have turned me into a monster or something. So, I don't know, man. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, the third volume, it's more. The third volume, it was like some rough shit. Like, cause what they were doing, I think it was really for like entertainment, or maybe they was trying to see how I was reacting to shit, because like they were
just was like, let's see what every genre is of porn. Let's go through all the categories, see which one you pick up on. Yeah, man. Which one you like?
My family interesting, to say the least. You know what I'm saying? Shout out cousin them, but yeah, you know. We went through.
I should not be laughing because I don't believe in kink shaming, so this is not kink shaming. It's so amazing to hear these stories.
It's just kind of fucked up.
Most African American families, it don't even matter. Like the way we learn about sex is never the same way as any other race would.
And it's not typical most of the time either.
Never.
Yeah. So I would say, after we went through different highlight reels and they were talking about all the different plays they saw, like, oh yeah, you seen this? Like, oh, I be doing like all of that. You know, I'm just sitting there watching, just like, damn, like, you know, just finding out, you know, more everything is. Just I guess it's just more stuff to feed my imagination. You know, that's all it was. So.
Okay. An interesting story. So my first porn that I ever saw was a Christmas porn. And
how old were you?
I was 8. I was 8. I watched a Christmas porn, and my brother and I stumbled upon this. Yes, I have like a twin brother technically. Okay. So my brother and I stumbled upon this, and we were so shocked because it was Mrs. Claus, and she was fucking an elf, and the elf was a real little person. So. Yeah.
So what did this do to y'all? Like y'all got y'all think Santa Claus is like everything.
Santa Claus is a cuckold to me.
But that's what I'm saying. That didn't fuck up. Like, yo, that's crazy. That's probably scarred the fuck out of y'all. I'm serious. Like, what did you do around the holidays now? You know what I'm saying?
Laugh. Like, I never believed in Santa ever again.
That's fucked up.
The milk and cookies has a totally different connotation.
Man, that's what I'm saying.
There was other things going on with milk and other things going on with cookies. And yeah.
Hey, what Dave Chappelle say? Chocolate chips don't do that to people.
And they don't. They don't. And it was awesome though, because it was like a whole interracial cast. It was great. It made me more acceptable of everything, because I was just like, oh, well, I've seen it. So I never was confused about when I saw a little person ever again after that. And then
so really, y'all just grew up really. That's really all that happened.
It was just like, oh, okay, that's how that happens. And after that, I would just have to help my brother, which y'all will meet later, help my brother navigate through how to, fuck girls, pretty much. Was like, hey, here's my friend, want to meet her type of thing. And he'd be like, yep, and then I became helpful very early in life. I was like, okay, so this is what it is. All right. And I talked to my mom, and she would not talk about it at all. I talked to my dad, and he'd just be like, yeah, so
I'm pretty sure he was supportive.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure. He's like, yeah, that happens. Sure. If you want to have it, don't bring home any kids before, it's time. And
that's crazy. I always thought about having a sister like that, like close in my age. Like,
yeah, I was born a wing woman. That's how.
That's dope.
I was born into being like,
you'll be blessed in life.
Here you go.
That's dope.
Yeah, I'll let him tell the story of the friends he smashed, but that is a totally different set of stories. Okay, so
that's a man's dream and shit.
Yes. All right, so I have a couple of questions.
Okay.
In my deck of cards.
Oh, okay.
And I usually ask them on the live Pizza and Porns, and I figured I would ask you some.
Okay.
Since this is the new version for last season's dance. So
keep it going.
Ooh. Okay. This is not on the card. However, what is your most sexual lyric that you've ever wrote?
My most sexual lyric?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Okay. This is it's not gonna sound as like put together in song form as it is I'm about to say it, because it was like a break and like a skit in between the bar.
Okay.
But basically I said something like, I put in the song, it was like an Orbit gum, like when the chick said dirty mouth, I put that in, and I said something, I can't remember because it's probably like, I said something like something more than one. Yup, all my bitches need Orbit gum. She absorbed the cum. It was some shit like that. But I was probably not, I might have been like 14, 15 or some shit. Like the old me was like I don't know.
It's a little nasty.
Yeah, the branch.
What happened to you? What happened to you?
I don't know, man.
What changed this?
Might have been Lil Wayne or something. That made, but just growing up, I don't know, substance, you know what I mean? Really what it was, it got to a point, it's like, okay, I can't rap about head this much. I think Juicy J got that laying down pat, so I need to just kind of refine what I do a little bit.
Okay.
So now I'm who I am.
Alright, so we're hearing two different artists though now. You said Juicy J and you said Lil Wayne. Well, now, both of them, however, have a high sexual, like the amount of things that they say. Well, Lil Wayne, that's not even fair because he don't write down nothing. So it's just whatever comes to the top of his head. We know he has a lot of sex.
And that's fucked up.
It's natural. Yeah. We know his story. But
Juicy too.
Yeah. So were you listening to music? This is a random quick segue. Were you listening to music knowing that you wanted to do those things, like knowing that you wanted to be a rapper, or like when did you figure that part out? And did it have anything to do with, I guess, your circumstances growing up, or was it like, you know what, I like the way that these people do this, I want to do that?
I think it was, the point I think I realized, I might have been like 8 years old. Really, it just started, I think with me, it really started off as a love. Like, before I actually started, like, making music on my own, I was just writing out, like, 50 Cent lyrics, Jadakiss lyrics and stuff, like, just to learn the songs. And then I think when I started, like, just trying to write stuff myself and I got into it, and even before I actually started writing, I guess it was just more so, it was the chase of greatness to me. Like, I always looked at, like, it was just more than, it is self-expression, it's more than that, it's, it is art, like I say, self-expression. It was a way to connect with people, and to mostly that, like, connecting with people in a way that is unconventional, and you can do it in a way that's unconventional and very specific to you and how you want it to be. And then also just the chase for greatness as far as doing something that I guess is unconventional and also you know, helpful, and I can really push myself. You know what I mean? Like, it probably sounds like a lot, but literally, no, like, I, as a kid, like, all that was in my head. I used to sit there and watch videos and feel like, man, niggas wasn't doing it right. You know?
Yeah. So, yeah. Always in me. That's great. Do you, I guess, when it comes to content, do you write more like realistic to, I guess, the things that are happening in your life currently, or do you also or only rap about like the stories that you could, you know what I mean, have? How much of your real life is depicted in that?
I feel like it's mostly real life. It's mostly real life. There are times where I can pull like stories and stuff like that, but for the most part, even those still stem from like, they still root from some type of real life experience or real life like thought or like milestone or something. Right. You know what I mean? So I would say more real life oftentimes than not, for sure. I want to get more into like the latter, like you said, more stories, but as of right now, it's like, it's pretty much
real life is doing good for you, right?
Sure. That testimony, you know, you can't beat it.
Okay. All right. Have you written any songs about any women that you slept with?
Yep, I have.
Okay.
I have.
Okay. Do they know that it was about them?
They got. They have an idea. They have an idea.
They're like, no, that was me. I was the one who did that, so I know it was me.
They have an idea.
Okay.
I believe it was one of the things where it was like, I kind of wasn't being the most truthful, I guess, in saying it. So they pretty much already knew when they heard it. It was like, oh, okay. So
this is what.
Yeah, it's like, that's what you want. You know.
Damn it! Found out they were not together with him in the song. That's horrible.
No, it wasn't that. No. She found out she got me together in the song. It was like, oh, that's.
It's like, oh, he do love me. I knew it in the song. Okay. All right, now I'm ready for these questions. So, fill in the blank.
Okay.
Sex should start with blank. Sex should end with blank.
Sex should start with, I'm about to sound soft as fuck, connection. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Connection and consent.
Sex should end with water, because you should go crazy every time.
Hydration.
Facts.
Rehydrate yourselves. Facts. Okay.
Each other, you know.
Hey.
Sharing water, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, and here you go. Girl. Come on, hey, consideration.
Hey, she gonna want round two. She like that. He got me a towel, got me some water. You know what I'm saying?
That's so nice.
What you mean?
You know people don't do that. That's not a thing.
I feel like that's definitely normal. Every woman I've ever been with has. That's why I try. That's why I do it. Cause I'm like, man, she gonna go. It's them there racing. What up? Whatever, we ain't gonna worry about it.
Okay. I bring this to all of my male guests because a lot of times we don't consider, as women, that's what I mean when I say we don't consider that we have the upper hand in a lot of relationships, and that we kind of are the go-to when it comes to how men are to proceed with pursuing us. Like, we're the ones who set all the rules in relationships. If it's not happy wife, happy life, if it's not, you know, who's getting the consent first, who's the pursuer, who's a predator, all these things. Damsel in distress, all these fun shits that we like to label people has mostly been to the benefit of women. How do you find, as a man, how do you find equity in relationships now? Like, how are you, because that's my other thing, I'm not about equality anymore. I'm against gender equality. It's impossible to have gender equality. What is possible, though, and very doable and very healthy, is to have equity, meaning that everybody has equal parts of things that matter to them.
Exactly.
And your weaknesses have nothing to do, your weaknesses and your strengths have nothing to do with the opposite sex. It's just about what you get from it. So what do you think you get out of relationships when you are in them? What's something that you can
another reason why I say I like I guess intellectual types, like emotional intelligence is a big thing, I think, as well. So a lot of that, I think, comes from that. So like, if a woman, she may know, like you say, what the most of the focus in general, relationships are, but like, if somebody is in tune enough, like I said, I guess emotionally intelligent enough, then they're going to be able to see the value that you do have, even if your main focus is trying to cater to them or provide in a certain sense, you know what I mean? So like, the equity I get is the effort from that. Like, it's just that I get why you say not equal, because equal comes off as the same and it's supposed to be different because it's different genders. But I guess I would just say that equal effort to your capacity. You know what I mean? Everybody has a different capacity level, but it's like, within yours, if I can see, if the effort is there, as far as like, I guess it's catering to me in whatever general ways. I'm not a really, not that I'm too accepting, but different people are different. So it's like, I kind of accept the strengths that I see, and I kind of accept the effort from the capacity level that I feel like I can get from that person. It's just in that moment. You know what I mean? So, yeah, just period. I would say, like, for the most part, it's just about effort.
Okay. All right. So this has been a wonderful conversation with Asani Hard of the Little People. So also check out his music. You want to tell us where to find you?
You can find us, the Little People, TheLittle PPL, everywhere, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I go by the name of Asani Hard. That's ASANI space HARD. My boy, my partner in crime, my brother for life, Dre Baker. You know what I mean? You should know how to spell that if you're not stupid. Boom. Find out shit, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? We put out an album not too long ago. There's something wrong with this picture. We got hella shit coming soon that we can't tell y'all about. You didn't ask me to promote music though, so your turn.
No, that's totally fine. I would appreciate if you do like do this so that we got
a lot of shit coming.
Absolutely.
First thing I'll just say for right now, Black Me on the Balcony coming. ASAP. For sure. You don't know what that is yet, but just look at the page and you'll find out. Could be an album, could be a single, could be Instagram freestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and he is single, ladies, so slide in those DMs.
Oh, yeah,
he may write a song about you.
Hey, you have to warm up to me before I write a song, you know what I'm saying? That shit take time, you know what I'm saying? But you could, you know what I'm saying? You can get a couple texts though. You can get some texts, you know what I'm saying? DMs, get it popping.
Alright. You know I'm Broadscat.